Y'all ready for a special guest? Three of you are. Are you ready for a special guest? Stephen Alexander Dantes. A prolific writer with 7 published titles to his name and 2 more on the way. That's 9. He's going to be published 9 times. Still working on a half a publishing credit. The St. Lucia-born poet and author and certified mathematics teacher. That's a hell of a bio right there. I'm a poet, an author, and a certified. I didn't substitute for a little bit. I'm certified. Mathematics teacher. He holds the title of Voice of the Youth in his homeland, an island that boasts 2 Nobel laureates. Not Nobel, Nobel. They give a prize for that. One of them being Nobel Prize winner Derek Walcott. So please, welcome to the Inspired Word stage, Stephen D.
Inspired Word. I was trying to be like him. Come on, people. Yeah, I was trying to be smooth like him. The Inspired Word. It's good to be back. Before I start, Simeon said, some boy take I and live up to the expectation. We don't know them talk about me on the streets, calling the eye a struggle, a strife. Justice is my name, and peace and love are people on the agenda for the I and I to bring to the scene. Whether or not you black or white, rich or poor is identical. Justice is my name, but is I, you not see when you need the eye to try ladies. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to do 3 for you tonight. The first one I'm going to read, it's dedicated to Lady Silk. Birthday tomorrow, so I decided to write something nice. So, happy birthday! Okay. What if Juliet never met Romeo? Those of you who know history well about Italy, you know about Florence, or Florentia. Her heart is Florentia. After the brush laid thus, I am Palazzo Vecchio before Leonardo, before Michelangelo, before Pisa and Siena. I am the Eiffel Tower to her France, her Queen de chair, the cry of the heart. I acre freedom where Chantel's failing, where La Historia in prison and El Amor is stayed by the artista. Like the English to her French, I am Spain. Like the English to her French, I am Spain. I will build metros to visit her tiaras from under, create couleurs on palettes that don't exist just to bâtir a portrait of her in my soul. Je t'aime like Los Mexicanos love. I'm romantic like les Ordes of Paris, and still, Florentia keeps secrets from me. I feel deep within me, inside the space I found, that she is the Juliet for me. Standing far, she makes musica with her walk like so. Thud and thump. Touch my wishing well, the place where wishes tell a tale not known, where sounds from perfume smells remind me of what Romeo could be and what it means to set love free. She wants to remain history's beauty. I want to paint over her pages a future so free it aches. It hurts that only visions are what I have to keep as I traverse this terrace without a plan. I have nothing to lose but a story immortalized. We can be if the poet wants, or the playwright, or exist as desires of a wanting audience native to Shakespearean time. Mikasa is her casa. She just don't know it yet. And amble, amble, amable in her jardin de fleurs. Yes, the gentleman in her flower garden. I just haven't planted it yet. I will build windows just to stand below and rid this world of poisons just to own and keep the ink that staked out paper. Force William's hand to pick happily ever after the only sonnet dreamt for summers. Not only Catherine II can coup d'etat, I am that coup en retard. But my motives are not as stained as Peter III's misfortune. My intention is to make waste years already written and rewrite, yes, rewrite, we écrivez an eternity that we all want. I want the girl, and here she does not die. Not yet, not before I. First, I must convince her to love me still. She is that special part of my dreams where I'm able to fly, I'm able to do what I want, even I believe I can fly. My mental Picasso without limits to canvas like Mon Fortune or Statue de la Liberté. Yes, the Statue of Liberty. I will fortify what she is, and she will stand the nation before all. I am her citizen, only I. Yes, and I will unlock those treasures. If it means making a key, oh wait, I have. We shall be the star-crossed lovers of our time. Just pretend that the other of Capulet and Montague never met in theirs, but waited for William's rebirth in this era to make us a forever that overshadows swords and guns. A forever that overshadows swords and guns. Like Florentia, like Van Gogh, and Van Beethoven, and Mozart, and love itself, and love itself, and you, yes you, the fur elise of my heart, yes you. I am your Romeo. Will you be my Juliet? Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Some more. Recreating history. I know exactly what I will say to my son if he asks me about freedom. Well, that is if I had one, or if I could find a woman who loves me just for me to carry me on. I would say, son, freedom is not the right to do what you wish. It's the opportunity to do what you want. And if he looks at me with eyes expectant as if willing me to explain, knowing that slavery had been abolished a long time ago, I will take him by the hand and sit him down and say, son, I stand tall on this mountain and I see the white brothers, black brothers, Latino brothers, Jewish brothers, Mexican brothers. I see brothers rise and fall indiscriminately. For slavery days have come, gone, and passed, yet the enslaved mentality is here to last. I hear clamoring for an identity while self has become a societal entity. I see a fight for liberty and prosperity at the cost of integrity, morality, and individuality. I see the eyes are colorblind to the blindness of the rest, yet son, I see you and I see me recreating history. From Paul Laurence Dunbar's We Were the Masterpiece to Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. See, I too have dreams which, like him, I will not live to see it. And as it still stands, son, as it still stands, the situation is still shit. From lyrics, Black Power to Stephen Biko's Black is Beautiful. I too assert true visitations in the times of affliction in the name of emancipation as I remember the mother nation. But, son, which one of you, which one of them execute the intention? From Rodney King's relentless beating to Rosa Parks' hesitant sitting, I see brigands, freedom fighters, survivors, but yet, son, but yet, from Yasser's authorized Reed Rush Banana Boat to Bob Marley's redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. From Bob Marley's redemption song, I see addiction and system prostitution of the same ones fighting for liberation. When will I be free? When will you be free? What are we fighting for? When will freedom come? George Jackson, Leonard Denweiler, Nelson Mandela, Muta Baruka. When will freedom come? Son, pardon me, but what the fuck is emancipation? Submerged in inverse racism, perpetuating fascism. When will freedom come? If we, you, me, us, them, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, homeboys sitting in state penitentiaries like followers, parents who can't find parents for their daughters, baptizing our brothers as niggas and blacks pulling triggers and gang signs like inhaling rap rhymes from a bomb, calling our mothers and the daughters the bitch because she's wearing the thong. You see, as the mind keeps spinning, so does death from the tongue. Then slavery, son, slavery becomes something universal with a plan to keep us enslaved as minds age with our young. And as I retrace my roots back to this island, son, in the sun, St. Lucia, Helen of the West Indies, I stand and I breathe and I ask myself, son, I'll take in those things I've seen and I slap myself. My dream for you, the dream has been hacked by self-destructive means in palms of colored skin. A color given by colored skin to color means, son, freedom does not live here. It used to. What is emancipation if we are still suffering from mental incarceration? Thank you. The next one is along the same theme. I'm very passionate about many things. I'm passionate about love, I'm passionate about freedom. And I don't like a lot of what I see going on in the world. And this one is also called Where I Am From, There Is No Freedom. See, I am from a land where two Nobel laureates stand, and democracy is free to find favor in the words of my soul's place. But I live in a space where a mother's face watches her son bleed lifeless on streets in rivers of blood as she shouts, wait, to reality. But the system screams, kill them, murder them. This world is an equality. And though disgusting, I'm here to discuss it. And though I have a lot to learn, there's some things I believe I was born to teach it. See, whilst others silently mask it, I look for the irony in it all, like women being pro-choice and leaving men with no voice when for some their only choice was being chosen. I'm from a land where babies are born and buried more, and disparity thrives in this country where infants rush to answer doorbells, but in that country, infants rush to hide away from bombshells. And where families spend their time looking for God but end up doing the work of Satan, with pastors watching days that aim to watch days when everything they say is so blatant. And in their words, they forbid you to go to hell. But if you've been living in the ghetto, you definitely know that place too well. And that's not the only place where the fire stays burning, and not only fire can cause such moaning. See, even water lays claim when disaster strikes like Katrina and Irene and Thomas, but not a drop could be drank whilst the rest of the world dies. See, this world dies literally and figuratively of hunger and of thirst, whilst domesticated animals pride themselves of 3-course meals and luxury. I'm from this this world where nations feed natives dreams instead of meals, and slaves are no longer slaves but surely are not free, where status quo dictates that we show each other to dream their way into forgetting, because anything differing from has to be is automatically blasphemy. And from this earth where oppression has set a stage for rage, and each cracked knuckle is a misspelled word, in a world where fists are writing as wars wage and gangsters act bastardly. I'm not anti-war, I am pro-peace. And if peace treaties were chores, like Mother Teresa said, I'll be the first to sign up to the duty. See, I'm not like one of those who say, if you're not with me, you're against me. No, I'm not like the scholastic asses trying to find beauty in the ugliness of it all. I wear my pride in my skin. I'm not one of the low self-esteem trying to get rid of the melanin. See, I'm genuine, but I live in an era where television sells visions and schisms, and sex is rated E for everyone, and beauty can be obtained through implants, transplants, and surgery. Try me. I know a place where 9th graders give grown men blowjobs to support mothers who have no jobs. And a 10th grade boy, he cannot read, but he can count every sister from his class who for this month did not bleed. See, I know sisters who have harvested so much seed and no fruit that they have become life statistics of critical and mass, like Bush endorsed the actions of the critical class. See, last I heard, this world had long passed the age of slavery, yet armed forces prey on bravery, and the media tries to enslave me and desensitize violence by flashing graphic images before our eyes and tells us, if we choose not to watch them, just change the damn station. I'm from this world that's synonymous to pain, a place where diasporas are slain. See, I knew a brother who got shot a few times in the church house was the minister-elect of that street, and yes, he did take a next route, and as his blood soaked the church floor on which he lay, where weeping mothers congregate on Sundays to ask God to make them fathers because daddies run away. His younger brother was being chastised for being gay. The family blamed psychology and hormones, yet chronology exposed histories and infidelity when the father figure left, when the womb was formed to woo the form of another. So mother was left to grow this man, a woman left to nurture a man. See, I'm from this world where parent nature as defined by the great book has backhanded slappers, where fathers forsake families to make families, alienate families, and cause our sons to attack us. And from this earth where a people's birthright is being ripped as violently from the mother's son like tigers tearing flesh of beasts, but ignore other predators with thick skins and twisted hearts just like men do, preying on their own for pleasure of self. Sad, but true. See, I'm from this earth, this place, this world, this space, and where I'm from, there is no freedom. See, I'm from this America, this Asia, this Europe, this Australia, this Africa. Where I'm from, there is no freedom. Thank you very much.